Testing, 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 testing. Okay, I think it's working. Jesus fucking Christ. All right. So I think the... Test, 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 test. Testing, 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 testing. Okay. My voice sounds a little robotic, but I'm a little bit too annoyed with this whole thing to fuck with it. Yeah, I was saying test over and over because I could hear myself and it didn't sound like the audio quality is very good. I do have a fan pointed at my face. Yeah. There's an echo. Okay. Do I dare to try to fix that? I shouldn't have joined the game yet. Get out of here. I should try to fix it. Let me try. I should. Jesus fucking Christ. Test. I should. Jesus fucking Christ. Test. I swear I've closed this like 600 times. Close it, man. Yeah, it sounds terrible though. Like, fucking close uTorrent. I like just close it. Get out of here. Why will that not let me? Yes, quit. Oh my god. Okay. Fucking close uTorrent. I like just close it. Get out. Why will that not let me? Yes. Why are there so many options? Just make it not sound like shit, please. That's all I want it to do. Yeah, I have it. Okay, so I turned that off. Does it still echo right now? Like I had it on so I could hear myself because I on my headphones right now. Is it still echoing? I'm gonna put my headphones on. It's still echoing. Okay. Does anyone know like a quick way to fix this? I just am so like I don't want to spend my whole night tweaking audio settings. It just makes me not want to do this at all. These should not both be on, I think. One of these should be off, I think. Test, 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 test. I don't, why are there two of these? Like, why? There's two here, but only one here. It's better now? Okay. Is it better or good? Let me hear myself again. Worse again, okay. So let's just put that on 0 and see if that fixes it. But then this doesn't have anything. Test, 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 test. Okay, so it sounds okay, but I don't see these little green bars at all. I have no idea what's going on. The green bars mean nothing because what was happening is I was making videos and streaming. I have another channel too that I was streaming on and no one could hear me. But every time I looked at OBS, the green bars were moving. That's how I knew it was working or not. I would look at the green bars and I'd be like, okay, cool, the sound is working, but it's not. So I've been playing like really aggressively lately and it's been working out pretty well. I've been playing on Lichess and chess.com. I play chess.com when my kid is falling asleep. He makes me lay on the floor in his room until he falls asleep, and I'm like on my back with my phone, so I just play on chess.com because I don't those are like the ones that don't count or whatever. Okay. This is an odd move, I would say. Because what if I just go here now? People are saying it's bad. Yeah, man. I mean, my initial impression was that it looks pretty bad. So I'm just gonna wait. If it looks really good, I might consider. It's not like I just have to buy. Is it on PC now or no? Generally, you play C3 if they make a passive move like that. C3. No, I'm just looking at if I go here, I can attack this pawn. How are they going to defend that? But don't tell me what move to make either. But I'm just like thinking out loud here. So if I go here, oh, I guess they can just block me like this probably. Although then I'm just like up a pawn, preparing d4. All right, I'm gonna do what you told me, but don't tell me any more moves. like this is like the Evans Gambit type moves that you make, so I understand the idea of it, which is why I'm doing it. Because normally, like if it's like an Evans Gambit, if they like do this or whatever, you want to do this and it's good. But this isn't really how I usually play. Like I've been playing really aggressive, and I just try to open the position as aggressively as I can, and it usually is working for me. So this is a different style than I usually play. Yeah, my critique of Strive right now is, well, I haven't really looked at a lot of it either. I know there was a tournament yesterday, but it was like over by the time I was able to watch it. I mean, it was like a $100 tournament or something, I guess, but okay, anyway. Take. I almost just want to, I guess I just have to fall back here. It's on PC. Yeah, so if I want to play it, I'd have to buy another stick. And I'm about to move again. So, like, I'm moving in like a month. And I would want to have like a hard line, which is always a huge pain in the ass to make sure you can do. Okay, well, I guess I wasn't... This is why I don't like doing moves that people tell me to do, because now I'm like, I would never end up in this position if I had played on my own, and now I'm just like not knowing what I'm supposed to do here, because this just looks bad. I'm sure I fucked up on that last move anyway, but I'm just gonna go here, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean, like the day one thing. Generally, though, if the game is going to have any legs, you're usually fine to get in after like a few months. I think then you save yourself the trouble of, like, I played Street Fighter Cross Tekken from day one, and it was like a wasted month, you know? Like that game was done after like a month. So if you just like don't play the first month, you can you can kind of like test the water and see if it's just gonna get dropped. But here we are back to my original idea actually, and now they no longer have this pawn to block with. So possibly I can just fork here. Or okay, they defend it, yeah. I think I'm just going to castle. If they take, they'll just let my rook out, which I'm fine with. You know, some people enjoy the day one experience more than others. Like I personally don't like it that much. I just think it's I'm not the kind of player who's good at you know, like figuring stuff out. Like I'm never the kind of player that finds new tech or new combos. I just like watching the people that figure that stuff out and copying them. And I have no shame about that. So like the day one thing to me is just kind of like everyone is, you're going to get a lot of really annoying people to play against. Everyone's going to be really bad and you're going to be bad. You're not going to know any of the optimal stuff to do. Probably in my case, I would just end up playing a bunch of like Street Fighter fundamentals in a Guilty Gear game kind of feeling and doing really lame combos and just beating people because they're bad. And that's not really too fun, I don't think. But maybe I'm wrong. In Cross Tekken, I just like that game had such stupid the mechanics just felt so goofy. It was like hold on here. If I go here, are they going to lose a pawn straight up? No, they're not. This is defended. So that doesn't make any sense to do. I'm having to move this knight way too many times. It's kind of annoying. I wish I could do something more forcing. Actually, this is hanging now. They just hung the bishop, right? How did I miss that? Yeah, they when they attacked this knight, they hung their bishop. Okay. Yeah, in Cross Tekken, I played Ryu and Zangief. It was my team. And I just was such a goofy game. Like, I remember Zangief, I would just like, it was like, you press like, I don't remember the exact buttons, but it was like jab. Oh, okay. Yeah, it wasn't hanging because he's attacking my fucking knight. Dumb retard. But at least we're even on material. How did I not, it's just like, my brain like loses continuity. It's like, okay, well, he's attacking my knight. I don't want to just move my knight again. I'm like, oh, well, his bishop is hanging. But it's like, yeah, but my knight is hanging. Like, it doesn't quite... I think this is still better for me, although my bishop is a little bit in a precarious spot, potentially. I think I just want to do this, though. Maybe this is better. I think I'd rather just attack this isolated pawn and hope that they have to waste time defending it. Otherwise, they have to deal with my rook coming out. But yeah, Zangief, it was like you press like, it was like jab, medium punch, roundhouse or something, and it was just like this stupid like chain combo, like dial combo. And then you press roundhouse twice and you tag in like Ryu. And then I don't remember what I did as Ryu, but it was just a really goofy, weird ass game. So does this do anything now? No, the problem is that this knight is still here. So I probably just need to move this bishop back. Probably just go here, I think. No, I can prevent castling if I go back this way. I'll just do that. I'm just gonna go all the way back. So now if they want to castle, they have to like deal with the bishop or block me somehow or whatever. They don't really have a way to block either, so. And now that pawn is still hanging. But Strive, I got like, I really don't like how Kai looks in that game. I never mained Sol, but like Sol seems like he's still similar, I think, to how he used to be. Maybe I'm wrong there. What is this? They're so far from having an attack here that I don't really get what they're doing. I think they're just defending. Okay, yeah, they're defending the pawn. Looks good to do that, yeah. Now maybe I just go here. Yeah. Just get my bishop out. But yeah, like I don't know, maybe Sol players feel differently, and they think that he's really different or something. But like Kai just looks like a different character and a really stupid, boring fucking character at that. Yeah, he was anime Ryu. I like. It's hard to make direct comparisons because like there's no real fireball game. Like, not that there's no projectile heavy stuff in Xrd, but fireballs in Xrd are like very Oki based rather than like zoning based, if that makes sense. So it's hard to draw that comparison, but it's still pretty accurate, I would say. Let's see here. So if I'm thinking about either taking like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm thinking about either taking this or taking this. Oh no, I still can't do that. This is still defending, so that's not an option. I should probably just develop my knight and put an extra attacker here. That looks good. Yeah, I guess like Ino is another one where her fireball like kind of has some zoning to it, but again it's just mostly Oki. But yeah, Kai does have like some actual fireball zoning capabilities, and for Xrd he probably has some of the best, like fireball YRC, putting the jumping dust up and shooting laser beams out of it and stuff is pretty good. I guess Elfelt had decent. Those aren't really fireballs though, right? Like she didn't really have fireball. So yeah, it like the fact that they gave Kai that stupid fucking little that little flip kick move pisses me off so much. Like I hate that move. It's like the most un-Kai move ever. Oh, you got the larva Kai got you in. Did that actually work for you? Like I always like make those videos and I'm thinking like, Yeah, this seems like it would work, but I don't know if like anyone actually does it and it works for them. This is, I think I just have to take here. Yeah, Dizzy had a pretty legit Fireball game. And like Faust, technically, you know what I mean? Like Faust kind of had a Fireball game. Oh, I'm glad it worked out for you. So they're already up like a pawn. This is kind of annoying. This pawn is basically dead though. Like I'm sort of tempted to just take right now, but this doesn't really force anything. I think I just need to take this and hope that I probably should have thought a little bit harder, but I need to watch my time too. I think Guilty Gear is a really hard game to learn compared to like Street Fighter. I'm glad you guys liked them. It's like annoying sometimes with videos. Like people, I was just a few weeks ago. I tried to make a video like that for German, for learning German, and like it was like too long. People are like, "Oh, the video's too long," and I'm just like, "All right, well." Like if you go to take a German class, it's going to be like an hour. Like, what do you want me to do? And I just like, I don't know. It's just like frustrating. Like everyone has this idea of like you have to have your videos have to look a certain way or no one's going to watch them. I got lucky with the Guilty Gear stuff. Like at least people did watch those. Like it wasn't like they were wildly popular, but people did watch them. Even though I just like did it however I felt like it. I'm a little bit nervous here. My original plan is looking a little bit rough here because this attacks my queen. But this is giving me a check. And it's only defended by the queen, so I think I just do that. And they won't be able to castle. I guess they can defend with the bishop, but I think getting my my rook out is better. Yeah, I think that's the thing with Guilty Gear that is really different, and it honestly is something I don't really like as much about it. You can't just be defensive. You have to always like, you always have to do something. You can't just sit there. But so here's an idea. What if I go like this, defend this pawn, and set up a discovered attack on the queen? Do I think I'll get away with it? Probably not, but I like to defend that pawn. This bishop is like in the way really hard though. So like, let's say I do this and they see what I'm doing. What are they going to do in response? They can't take the pawn. They probably just like they can't even bring this other knight in really. Another option is just targeting that, which is like actually quite good. I think I'm going to do this. I just don't want them to get in like this. This would also make sense. Like the bishop was bad, so I could get it in and target that diagonal. I actually have a lot of good moves I could do here, but I don't know which one I should. This is like, feels to me like the most principled move to make or something. I'm going to go for the more aggro line here. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Video games more interesting than language. Yeah, I mean, like, I know what you mean, but there's a lot of language nerds on YouTube. Like, I've been into a bunch of like language nerd YouTube channels. They get tons of views. Like, it's not. But the thing is, like, if you want to do like language stuff, you have to do these like 15, 20-minute videos where you're just like, you've been speaking German all wrong. You know what I mean? Like these kind of weird. This whole plan did. My queen is undefended. I don't have a discovered attack. What am I talking about? Fuck. Yeah, that's not. You don't get a discovered attack if your queen is undefended. Okay. So that didn't make any sense. What do I do here? I have a check. It's not an especially good one, although it does pressure this. Actually, I think it just wins the knight. Yeah, Raphael. I think that's why people don't watch videos like that, though, because no one wants to do that. Like, if you have to do that much work for it to work, like, no one's gonna do it. I think that's the problem. But it's like what I believe in, you know. So it's tricky. All right, so I win this for free. I believe it's free. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you guys know Brian F, right? I used to play with him. Like, he used to be in my local scene. And I remember when he first made his Twitch channel, he was like streaming little tournaments we had at his house or something. It was someone else's house, I think. But he's ended up making a good niche for himself. Like, but he's a really he got really good. So that's like one thing. If you just get really good, you can just put videos of yourself playing. But he also like does a lot of stuff on YouTube where he actually does some like work instead of just playing and talking or whatever. So I'm up material. I should just like not be stupid here. I'd like to get my knight in more somehow. I need to think about what is my opponent trying to do to me. It looks like they're going to get a double attack here, and this is only defended. This is defended three times actually, so that's not probably what they want to do. I'm just going to bring this rook in and hit this pawn, I think. And then this is falling as well. But yeah, Brian was when I first met him was like we were having these local tournaments at UF, and he was playing like Balrog with his Xbox pad, and he used the analog stick. But he was like, it was weird. I don't know what. I think he told me he just was playing with his roommates, but he was like always kind of good. Like from the first moment, he was always kind of good, and he would like do pretty well all the time, even though he wasn't really good at that point. And then he just like he was from South Florida, so he would always play. Every time he went like on vacation and back to his parents' house, he would just play with all the really good players in South Florida, and he eventually got on like another level from everyone, and I basically could never take a match from him toward the end of the time that I lived in Florida with him. All right. So they have 1, 2 attackers. I have 1, 2, 3 defenders. I think it's safe for me to just pick off the pawn here. Make sure it's not filtering shit or whatever. But the other problem I have with videos is like I never in my life have I wanted to like be like doing these videos as like a professional thing. You know what I mean? Or not professional, but like I've never wanted it to be my like livelihood, or I don't want to make it big with these videos or anything. What are they? I mean, at this point, I think I just want to make that trade. Oh, this is pinned, dude. They can't even take. This is just free. So that's pretty sick. Yeah, like I don't want to. Oh, I'm an idiot. Well, hey, turkey face. Look what I did. All right, well, that's cool. Actually, I have this here. Dude, I was so happy with myself seeing that. I'm still like, okay, maybe not, okay. Because my king is in danger now. I just think like something like that is actually checkmate. So that doesn't look good. So if I go here, yeah, I'm pretty sure there was actually a good tactic I could have done. I just blundered it. If I go here, they're only, no, they could, well, they don't want to go there, but they like ignore it. If I go here, they go here. Do I have any other check from there? Yeah, this one. So I go here, then they have to go. They have to go to one of these spots. I'm gonna try. I'm trying to calculate this, but it's just like getting beyond my calculating ability. So, check. They run out here. I check again here. I know I can win material. If he takes bishop, it's mate. He can't take the bishop because it's. I know there's a mate threat. I know that's why I'm trying to make sure. Yeah, it's. Oh, you're right. It's not even mate, but I don't want that to happen. That's why I'm trying to make sure this is a forced sequence of checks rather than like this is check. He can't take. He has to go here. Check. He has to move again. He can't go back up here. Well. No, he can't go back up here. So then he has to go down here somewhere. The problem is like if he just goes, say he goes here. Then he's attacking my rook, which is undefended. I could go here. Fuck, dude, I can't calculate it. I'm just gonna do it. This is h7 h8. Well, I was thinking if he goes to h8, I'll just have a discovered. I can discovered check on him and win his queen. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm sorry. I know it's kind of lazy to do this, but yeah, if he goes to h8, he's gonna lose his queen. So that's what I hope he does. Okay, and of course he doesn't do that. So now I go here. I assume he will go here. And if I were to do that, he could just take my rook. So this didn't really do anything, did it? I could just attack the rook here. That gives my king an escape square as well as attacking the rook. He's probably just going to take my bishop. What if I go here, actually? This is like a really weird position. I blundered so hard. I should have just been winning too. It's frustrating because if I were like better, I know I could like get a really cool forced sequence here, but I just can't. Like my brain just falls apart when I try to go too far on this. This feels like really defensive and maybe bad, but their attack is like completely dependent upon this queen being here. So if I can just kick it out. They could take the pawn in response. But then everything is kind of defended, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, he'll take the bishop, but then after he takes the bishop, I move my knight. Yeah, then he wins the rook. You're right. Okay. So that's not good. I'm going to try this. I think I've tanked too long on this. I just have to do something here. This, at least, if he takes my bishop right now, he's going to lose his rook. Oh, no, he's not. He has a check, right? But, okay. Now I'm going to lose my knight. If he takes the knight, though, he loses his rook, so I don't think he wants to do that. So what's his best rook move, given the position? Yeah, it's probably unlikely there was. Although, like I'm sure the engine can find something maybe. Like, I had a lot of checks available. When you have checks available, like, even like stupid looking checks like this can sometimes be like really good when you can calculate perfectly. Okay, so he just runs away with the rook, which also blocks me from getting that check, which is a pretty solid looking move. Now my knight is hanging, but I can attack that rook again. And I've got a bunch of hanging pawns, but they're not directly targeted yet. This looks like the best move, but also I could this is just hanging, isn't it? And then I could defend that by taking that. No, it's not hanging. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. I need to watch the time, man. I am behind, but I think I could possibly win. I have a much more threatening attack on his king than he does on mine. So, like, Yeah, dude, I actually don't want you to tell me like if you see something like that. Like fortunately I saw it before your message went through, but it's not like I'm not really trying to play like Twitch chat versus my opponent. After I fucked up or something, and you can be like, "Yeah, dude, you should have done this." That's fine, but I don't really. What is this move doing? Do I have this now? Yeah, you you got to let me blunder on my own. What does this do now? This looks really good if I don't find a reason that it's not good. In fact, this is just dead. I can just fucking take that if I wanted, which would be good on its own. But if I go here, they can't go here. They can't go here. They can't go here. They could do this if they wanted and attack my rook, which is kind of annoying. But then I have... this check, which wins me the rook, I think. No. This is going past my calculation ability. If they go here, I could check here. I'm losing it. I lost it. I had it in my head and it's gone. So the smart thing, the safe thing to do is just take this bit, to take the rook and go up and get the material back. In fact, they would have to take with their king. I think I can do this and always take that later, maybe. What if they just... Yeah, I'm just going to go for this. I always err on the side of like the most forcing move that you can do. Even though it is smart to take material when you can. You know, maybe all I did is if he goes here, then I just take the rook and now they can't even take it back. Maybe that's the best option. And then my other rook is defended as well. They do block, okay. So now I can take here if I wanted. I don't know, I think I would have rather traded my bishop than my knight. And they can take with their bishop too if they want, which targets that pawn. I think I just have to take this. I'm running out of time. Oh, you know what's good about this is I can go here now. Except they're going to take this with their bishop, so I won't be able to do that. This is hanging now, though. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that I don't have, like, this is all within the ability to calculate easily. But I just, like, am not doing it. I'm just not calculating it. Oh, it's my turn again. What? Didn't I make the move? Wait, what? Okay, they took the bishop. Yeah, okay. So I just take here now. And their bishop is pinned. And now I can just start sweeping pawns, I think. Well, actually, what I would really like to do is just put a rook here and checkmate. Wait, is that checkmate? No, it's not. I need a rook here and a rook here. I don't think that's going to happen. Better to just, well, two rooks versus a queen. They definitely have some annoying stuff they can do here. Targeting that pawn, looks like. You know, this is the... I almost wonder if they don't see that it's defended and I should just let them take it. I'm going to try that. I think maybe they don't see it. I also like my rooks being stacked like this, even though it kind of probably made more sense to take the other one. I didn't see that. That's really annoying. That's why they went there. They weren't trying to do what I thought. I'm tempted to just go here. I think that's okay. I'm too low on time. I actually can't be thinking more than a few seconds per move right now. So, but I'm kind of worried if they go here or there. I don't know. I feel like they don't have enough material to do anything, really. That bishop is a little bit worrying, but I'm actually planning on just pushing pawns up here and exploiting the fact that this is pinned. Just like try to push in. It's going to be hard with the queen there, I guess. What does this do? Oh, it's checkmate. Wow. Do not got it. That's a bummer. Yeah, I knew I had to watch out for that bishop, but it was like, I think when I did this, it was a mistake, probably. Yeah. So this was the first thing I did that was like, why did I do that? Where I didn't really realize what I was doing. I think they undefended the bishop, so probably what I should have done was like, say I went here. Now I'm double attacking the bishop, and my knight is in a good spot, a better spot. And now they have to defend this or move it. Actually, there's no, well, they couldn't, yeah, they can move it somewhere. So that was really like the first dumb thing I did. Yeah, and then this is the really dumb one. So let's see, what should I have done here instead? I think I probably should have just moved my queen like here. Line that up. I should have developed more before pushing the queen pawns on the queen side. Like, oh, like instead of doing that. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I have like no development when I did that. Take the knight. Take knight with bishop. Take knight with bishop, then move rook to get check. So I go here. They go here. How am I moving the rook to get check? Oh shit, yeah dude, that's good. Yeah, look at that. That is very good. Well, yeah. No, he can't, right? Well, if I... Hold on, let me see. So, like, if I go here and he doesn't take with his queen, he can't take it. It was mate, too. Yeah, it's mate. Wow. Yeah, nice spotting that. But yeah, because basically what happened here is I got greedy as I said, oh cool, look, his rook is hanging, and just not realizing that. But this was hanging too. I mean, obviously we know now it's hanging because it's mate if he takes it. But so if he doesn't take with his queen, then no, it's not mate. But if he doesn't take with his queen, he's not winning. So yeah, I'll end the analysis there. I like to do the analysis without the engine now. But there's only I want to check the king every time you get the opportunity. Yeah, I don't check every time I have the opportunity, but like the thing is it's like I'm calculating like 3 or 4 moves, seeing that I have like a sequence of checks I can do, and I just can't manage to calculate good enough to know like how far it goes, and I always want to test it rather than like just doing. But I know you are right, like you're obviously right there. So the exchange, I never remember what to do here. I need to look this up after the game because I don't remember. I think last time they did the exchange, or not the exchange, the advance. I think I went here and then here or something. I don't know if that's right or not, though. I'm just gonna do it. It makes sense to me. But yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Like, he had so many undefended pieces, so I should have been attacking undefended pieces instead of like going for the throat when it actually didn't do anything or whatever. Okay. I'll just fall back here, I guess. Yeah, Sakuraka. I forgot what Sakuraka's ELO is, but he usually is pretty helpful. This is scary. They're not developing their pieces. So like, whenever this happens, I really want to develop, but it's like I need to move this pawn to develop. It feels like. Is my bishop gonna get stuck if I do that? If I go here, I can go here. Why don't I just go here right now and target the rook? Because their rook is a free tempo, they just come out. Is not good for me. And there's no other threat with this bishop, really. Yeah, I don't like that. Fuck. I also, this is like the pussy move, I feel like, playing h6 here. Just so that my bishop can always get away because I can't calculate what's going to happen. I'm going to play the pussy move here. I don't want to lose to this. It's disgusting. That's why it's a pussy move. Oh, there are pussy moves, man. I mean, like, the correct way to say it would be like a passive move. It's a passive move. Now, what I want to remember is my opponent has not developed a single fucking piece. And even though it's like, oh my god, my pawn, the problem is with all these pawns, I can't fucking go anywhere. But like, if he takes that, I think I have a check with this. Does that do anything? No, that never does anything. Never does anything. God damn it, dude. Yeah, I just haven't. If I take here, he just takes with his bishop then. So that's like borderline. I feel like it's worse for him to take than it is for me to take. Fuck, I just feel like I can't do anything here. I need to just like make a pawn break or something. I like legitimately have nowhere to go if I don't get some of these pawns out of here. All right, I'm going to do this just so that I can move my knight and get my knight somewhere where it's doing something. What? Why are they doing this? All right, I'm just gonna take it. I guess they're doing it because if I take, I'm losing my bishop. So with that in mind, I'm losing my bishop anyway, is what it looks like. Wait, I'm misreading the diagonal. Oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm just gonna take it. I don't know. Somehow I was thinking that this rook was hitting this other diagonal, but it's not. So I don't really see what that accomplished. They still haven't developed a piece. It's like they're trying to play a speed run where they don't develop anything. Jesus Christ, dude. Chill. I think I have to go here. Oh no, I can't go there. Fuck. Here. No, can't do that either. Is this just gone? Christ, dude. Here, maybe? That feels like suicide, but... Let's see. Any way to defend that? I feel like I have to defend it with the king. Excuse me. My opponent's development is so bad that I don't really feel too... Like, this doesn't feel terrible to me. They can't actually attack it yet. And I could always just move it down in here. Alright. Yeah, okay. Check again, though. But now I just get the free tempo to move it down. Do they have an attack? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Originally I wanted to go here. I can't do that now. Does this check do anything now? Still no. What about this? Oh, the bishop is still fucking there, man. I keep almost blundering my queen like that. I have this check, which doesn't really do anything. I just want to get the bishop out of this spot, I think, is what it feels like. But then they just... Maybe this is okay. It doesn't really look like it's good, though. Such a weird game. I'm just like in this weird, crappy position from the get-go. Just gonna develop, I guess. I've just been holding. Okay. What are they doing here? This is undefended. This doesn't do anything. Just go here, maybe. It's so bad. I like don't see a way to defend it other than doing it. I'm just gonna do it. Okay, that's pretty bad for me now. What if I just go here? The bishop is still fucking there, man. I just cannot get my queen in. Fuck. I'm like just fucked here, I think. Go here. Check. I don't even know. I think I lost. I'm going to go here and hope that I have time to go here. I don't think I will, but I'm just saying, okay, I'm going to lose the knight for sure. Then I go back here. And at that point, I don't really want... Oh, no, I guess this... I don't know why they didn't just take here. Yeah, I guess it's not great for them. This was actually fine. Okay. That's very annoying. Does this do anything? No, that's a terrible move. I keep wanting the pawn break here just to get my knight moving up again. But I feel like this attack is going to kill me. I'm going to go here. That was originally the idea of moving there. Just to get more of a... I can bring my rook in eventually. Oh, they blocked their bishop. That gives me something, doesn't it? Because I kept trying to do stuff but couldn't. I guess that was back when I was on that diagonal. I could just pin. They'll just block with the pawn. I think it's fine to do this. Because I just want to connect my rooks anyway, I think. Then again, this bishop is doing literally nothing here. I don't know what the fuck that is. All right. They just want to go to here, I guess. Okay. Gonna go for this. Where does this go from here? Like, where is it gonna go? I don't think... I don't know. This is the kind of game I really don't like, when the position just gets really cramped and closed, and I have like one piece that can move. I'm tempted to just trade this, even though it's like the only piece I have that can move. Because it's like, if I don't trade, what am I doing with this? What if I went here? No. Because like nothing else can move. Like everything is immobile except for this knight. Just pawn break maybe. Even that doesn't do a hell of a lot for me. Move my bishop back in maybe somehow. I mean, it's doing nothing here. I'll move it back here. Because the rooks are still connected already now that the bishop got out of the way. I'm trying to look at some kind of tactic, like going here maybe to get the queen. Like this does something, right? Even if it just takes here. No, this is gonna fucking kill me. And I can't get my king out. So this is pretty bad, I think. Yeah, I think I'm just dead. What can I do? Still, maybe this is good compared to anything else I could do. If right now they just go like here, take, I can't take back already. This seems quite bad for me. If I go here, they take, it's the same. It's like basically the same thing, except I have a bishop here. Or maybe they blunder and do something, but you know, if they do this, I could just like worm back here, and then I don't really want to trade or whatever. I'm just gonna try this. I don't think this is actually good, but I feel like completely unable to make any other move. I'm just like, okay, so they just go for it like I thought they would. Now if I go here, this is my idea basically, just do this so that they don't get to use these rooks. Because now my rooks are in too, and they can't just brute force through like that. And then this is like, okay, yeah. Oh no, my rooks are not in there at all, actually. I'm fucked. Yeah, I'm just fucked. Alright. Yeah, it's GG. Yeah, okay. I'm not even gonna analyze that one. I probably should analyze it. I feel like I just got maybe I should analyze it. I'm not going to do a full analysis, but I just want to look at like there was a thing that happened and I just was losing from then on. Well, I never can find my games on here. At the level I'm at, you're not really supposed to focus too hard on openings. I do know like a few opening things. Oh, this is it, the advanced. I wanted to know what you do in the advanced Caro-Kann. But yeah, this is an example like of where this is. I'm playing Caro-Kann. They go advanced Caro-Kann. To be honest, at my level, most people don't even do at either of them. Most people just do random shit. So I'm not switching openings again. Like I just need to learn stuff. But the thing is, at my level, like okay, yeah, they do the advance. This guy doesn't know. He does not know 10 moves of the advance. Like they might know 1 or 2 moves deeper than this or something. Oops. I wish you could. Why would you show the board from this perspective when you're doing the Caro-Kann? It's like really annoying. That's what I did, isn't it? I just brought the bishop to that exact spot. Okay, I'm going to turn the engine on just so I don't have to look at Wikipedia. Where's the... Dude, are you kidding me? I was this in the game for that much of the time. All right, so they want me to go here. Okay, that makes sense to me. That's fine. Like this is I don't need to go that deep in the opening. It's just that by doing it a few moves deeper, my opponent no longer has like insane gimmicks that they can hit me with. And that's kind of what happened last game, I think, is that my opponent I made a little blunder, and or maybe it was a big blunder. I'm going to do rapid now. Maybe it was a big blunder, but you know, they immediately had initiative. And even though the engine was saying that there was a lot of parts in there where I was okay, I was doing fine. I was maybe even ahead for a segment there. Like it never felt like it because I was always just. It felt like I was cowering in the corner of the board, desperately trying to make anything move. And that's not that's not the kind of game I want to play. Oh God. Okay. What is this? Is this the Sicilian? Well, people are usually talking about FIDE rating. Like Lichess is really inflated. I think my FIDE rating is probably like, if I were to play in FIDE, it would be like 900 or something. Yeah, Sicilian. No one ever plays Sicilian against me. This just seems like it's not going to end well. I know this is a very complex opening. I kind of want to do this. I'm going to try this. This seems weird, but I'm going to try it. Knight f3, then d4. Okay. Yeah, after this, I was planning to knight f3 and then d4, but whatever. I like the look of this for some reason. It's like gonna throw them off or something. Is inaccurate, yeah. That's fine. So I would expect them to bring their other knight out here, I think. Yeah, okay. And I know, like, with openings, like, the thing that I actually want to do with openings is the thing where you really go for understanding. Like, you want to play the openings and understand every move and understand how it transitions into the middle game, rather than just like memorizing lines on Chessable or something. The problem is I just don't have time to do that for now. Like I've just been doing a lot of tactics training, and I think at my level that's where I get the most bang for my buck. And if I try to learn like a few moves in the openings that I play, just enough to get me out of gimmick territory almost. Like my opponents don't know a lot of opening theory either, but as long as I can not play something really suboptimal that opens me up to some bullshit, it's usually okay. Because at my level, like what really The game is usually decided on who blunders. Like you just, and if you can play like good fundamentals, your opponent's more likely to blunder. Yeah, this is a good. This is like the fantasy opening here, where you just like get everything developed in the center. So this is feeling good, but I need to. I think I want a castle before I get that other bishop out. It depends what they do. Their development is like not looking so hot. They could. I think if I were in their spot, I would be like trying to figure out what happens if I do this. I haven't really watched. Okay, this I was thinking like I'm like, what happens if I do this? Like, well, maybe I just do this because it's safer. But now, like everything is fucking blocked. They can't get anything out. What if I go here? No, that doesn't look good. What about this? This looks better. I should castle before I do this. I'm just gonna castle. I haven't really watched any good videos yet on Strive. I hear people saying it sucks. Yeah, I mean, my verdict was definitely that they needed to do something, because if they just released like Xrd version 2 or whatever, it wasn't ever gonna, like, no one's really gonna be able to, like, they're just gonna have a repeat of Xrd where not a lot of people really play it. It'll be a niche game. But I think the things that they did, it's like the classic fighting game dilemma where you make the fighting game easier and you just make it shitty, like Street Fighter V. So I don't really know what they should have done. Like, what else could they have done? So this is hanging. I kind of just, maybe I should just do this or something. Well, when you castle queenside, you have to move your queen. So you have to move an extra piece to castle on the queen side. And then when you castle queenside, your king is not like as safe as on the king side. So you usually want to shuffle it over one as well. And it's generally, I think it's considered more aggressive to castle queenside usually. I think like king side is like default. Probably Sakuraka can explain a lot better and understands it a lot better. I'm kind of just repeating what I've heard, but generally you castle kingside is faster, so it allows you to get developed faster a lot of the time. I think I'm just supposed to go here. So, because their knight is on the rim, which is like terrible. So I just go here, and now if they take, I get my rook out. I know that opposite side castle like makes a lot of sense if you're trying to pawn storm, like you can pawn storm them with because like if we both castle on the same side, I can't like, and if I want to pawn storm their king, then I'm losing the pawns defending my king. So I kind of, I know that's why it's like more aggressive, I think, but all right. Now I should get this out, I think, before I do anything else. I'm gonna go here. I thought about going here, but I really want to put my rook here and then start pushing with the rook behind. But yeah, I don't really know when you castle queenside. Like basically the only time I ever castle queenside is when my pawn structure on the king side gets damaged, and then I'm like, okay, well, I guess I have to castle queenside. But that's not correct. Like that's not what you're supposed. That's not how you're supposed to think of it. But in the Italian game, a lot of times in the Italian game, I am trying, like, this is why I'm saying I want to put my rook here. I want to open the center and pressure their king before they can castle. My opponent cannot get their fucking bishops out. So, oh, they did this. Okay. I'll just go out then, I guess. Am I missing anything? Doesn't look like it. Yeah. I guess I was missing that. I missed the fork. That's really annoying. I don't know how I didn't see that, but yeah, they got me. It was really stupid. Fucking, I'm really annoyed at myself for doing that. It's like I should have thought, like, why when they do something like that, like, why are they doing that? Yeah. Move the knight to third and the queen. Which four did you think were good? What I don't like about doing this is that, okay, yeah, they take like they can't take my bishop now, but they get to choose, like, taking with, they get to make their knight better by taking back with their knight, for example, which I don't really like. So I'm tempted to just, like, everything looks, I'm tempted to just fall back with the bishop, let them take the knight, and take back with the pawn and get my queen centralized. I think I'm just going to do that. I've tanked too long on this. Ram, Solo, Leo, and May. Ram, Sol, Leo, and May. I dislike all of those characters except for Sol. So that's cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I hate Leo. Is such a stupid. I hate that character. I thought they were gonna do this, and I was like, if they do it, I'll just, like, think about what to do later to get out of it. All right, I'm just gonna go all the way back here. No, yeah. Probably part of the thing with, I don't know, like the the fact that they changed the Oki so significantly is really weird to me. That's such a non Guilty Gear thing. I think Leo, a lot of the time, Leo is just kind of chunking your health without knocking you down, right? Like he didn't necessarily need to knock you down. He just needed to get in on you and start doing his endless stupid strings or something. I can't really remember. The gating change. What's that? You mean the wall stick thing, like the new stages that you get knocked through? I'm gonna. Which rook should I bring out? This one? I feel like I don't want to undefend. Oh, Gatling. What did they change on the Gatlings? I haven't played it at all, so I don't really know like how it feels. There's no Gatlings, are you serious? How do you like what do they have instead of a Gatling system? Like how do you do stuff? How do you do like a block what are like the block strings like? That's really weird. I didn't know they took Gatlings out. You have to Roman cancel to do a fucking block string? Like what? So I'm even though I blundered, I can still do pretty well here probably if I make some good moves. Oh, that's scary looking. This is defended though. I like the look of this. It just looks really aggressive. It does block my bishop though. I'm really getting low on time too. I feel like this knight is going to do something to me, but I can't determine what it is. Let's just do this. Yeah, I don't really understand what Guilty Gear without a Gatling system is. Like, do they have like chain cancels still? Can you do like jab, jab, jab? Oh, you're saying just like do this or something? Okay. Sounds a lot like Street Fighter V to me. Doesn't it? This isn't even a threat. I just can't manage to think here. I'm gonna do the thing you said and try to mess up their pawns. Oh no, it doesn't even work anymore. Like I can't think of anything to do here. It's like really annoying. I was thinking of this move actually. I'm just gonna do it. I'm running out of time. I don't know. Like from the perspective of a new player, I feel like what they actually. Oh God, I didn't even see that. Kill me. Fuck. Well, I've blundered twice now. I feel like just scooping. Yeah, I just didn't see that at all. I'm just gonna play fast. The problem for me as a new player in an older Guilty Gear game is that you with the way it used to be, like you were just blocking forever. Like if you were playing against somebody better than you, you were doing nothing but blocking. You couldn't ever like make anything else happen other than block block block, because it was just like the combos just went on forever, and the block strings went on forever, and it just probably felt very demoralizing and impossible or something. I mean, were your buddies like fighting game people, or what about this? Yeah, probably not. This is insane. They have such control over this square. I don't know what I'm doing. They picked it. Did they actually get good though? I mean, I think there's a like define good, but I think the This is so bad. You'd resign. I mean, I should resign it. Yeah. I'm just playing fast. Well, it's not really playing fast, but um, yeah, this is pretty over. This game is a mess. I made that early stupid blunder, and then I just made another bad blunder, and it's pretty impossible to come back from there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know when people like say, "Oh yeah, my friends picked a game up." I'm always skeptical. Like how good are we talking? Because I've been in fighting game scenes for a long time now, and I would say it's super rare for somebody to get like even passably good in any amount of, like any short amount of time. It's pretty rare. Hmm. Do I just do this? Does this do anything for me? Well, the thing is, not everyone is a beginner. Like, it's you can say everyone's a beginner, but the people who have played Guilty Gear a lot are not going to be beginners. And do I have anything here? I'm just gonna get checkmated on the next move. I don't even know if this works. I don't think this does anything, but I don't know. Like, I don't know how good you are is the thing. Like, I don't mean to be a dick, but I've seen like, um, this one guy when I started playing Xrd. So when I started playing Xrd in my local scene, there were only like a few people really interested in it, and the only one who got kind of good was this guy named Ed who played as Zato, and it was like I watched him And he hadn't ever really been good at a fighting game too, which is always a big factor. So like he got okay, you know, like he had good fundamental stuff, and he was able to do, yeah, his name was Eddie. He played Eddie. It was, I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but he had like, you know, he could do some stuff, like he could keep his pressure going for a while. He had neutral game. He could do his combos. You could see him getting better, and you could see his understanding increasing, but it was like it was just never, it was never even like remotely difficult to beat him. And I'm not even that, like, I'm really not that good. So, you know, it was, oh, this was stupid. Oh yeah, checkmate. Okay. But you know, there were things with him, like he would, you knew exactly when he was going to dead angle, and you would bait it, and it just, he would almost never be able to take a round off me, but he was still playing pretty good. And it's like, and this is over like the course of a year and a half, 2 years or something, right? So like when you say, oh, my buddies started playing like a week ago and they're pretty good, I'm just like, I'm just thinking like, no, they're not. Because he was like the best of all of the people that were playing, and the other people were just hopeless. Like they did not improve at all. Like at all. Yeah, you said it was an inaccuracy. I mean, someone told me it was an inaccuracy, and it seemed pretty bad. Yeah, it got me in a lot of trouble. This is gonna be my last attack, my last game, but I'm in this like mode where I'm just kind of chilling and I'm not really focusing, which isn't really how I want to play chess. So what is happening here? I'm really tired. Like I'm not really able to focus here. So I'm never gonna win this square. Yeah, I mean, like it's it's like with chess. Like I've been playing pretty seriously for a few months, and I'm terrible, just absolutely terrible. And a fighting game is, I I'd say it's a similar difficulty curve. I mean, if you're willing, you can find people that will do that with you online. Like if you're really aggressive about it or whatever. Just find someone with a good connection that's willing to play you like 50 matches in a row. I'm usually willing to do that if I can see the person is like improving a little bit. I'm like happy to do it, but if they're just like playing like a retard, I don't. I get pretty sick of it. Maybe good matchmaking is the secret thing that you need to have. So they're bringing the queen out a little bit. Where do you live? Like, you should be able to get a good... Are you playing on wireless? Like, you can't do that. I kind of want to go here. This feels like a nice, aggressive move. Trying to figure out what they want to do with this queen, though. You're not playing on wireless. I mean, where do you live, though? Like, if you live in the US, you should be able to get good connections. If you live in Europe, I can see there being a problem. Or South America or something. God, I cannot focus right now. I'm just really tired and I can't. California, okay. What you got to do if you live on the West Coast, you have to make like a lobby, like West Coast only, and just kick. If it's the connection's bad, you don't play. Just do not play with a bad connection. You cannot learn to play properly on a bad connection. It's just impossible. All right, I'm gonna go here. I don't believe that. I don't believe that you can play global. Oh, that's surprising. I don't know. I just like physically, how does that work? Just with it, does it have rollback? Gonna stop them from castling by going here. The thing for me is like I learned fighting games offline. So like I was playing Guilty Gear for like years before there was any online play. Like before Street Fighter 4 came out and made online play like real. And it's like when you do that and you have to play online, like you have a very strong feeling that like, oh, I'm not playing the real game right now. And I think most people now don't ever develop that feeling. They're just like, oh well, the connection's good, and just like, no, it's not. and I don't know. I think that is a really it feels just like offline. It's like, no, it doesn't. And you have to think of all of like the split second difference it makes whether you react to something in time or not. If you have like a few milliseconds, it's a big difference, and the game plays completely differently. And things that become punishable within the things that you can react and punish offline, you suddenly can no longer punish, and the game is just different. And when I'm playing online, like if it feels too different, it's just like, okay, I'm not playing Guilty Gear. Let's just leave. This is pointless. Like I'm not going to get mad that I lost because I'm not really playing, you know? Okay, I'm going to go here. I don't think, I'm just, my brain is fried. I can't really do it. I just want to pin this because otherwise I can't defend this and it's going to get lost. But I think this is going to, Maybe it's okay. But I experienced that a lot when I was playing online. Is like people would be like, "Hey man, you," like they'd be playing with me and they'd be taking it seriously, and the connection was just so bad. And I'm just thinking like, dude, like why do you think that this is a game? Like why are we doing this? But I think that's always been the problem. Like if they could do good matchmaking, like that's one thing I love about chess is that you just have your um you just get to play like perfect matchmaking all the time, which is great. Um and then in a fighting game it's just like garbage all the time. Yeah, Greed Sever unblockable. Like that's a good example. It's like, oh, I got hit by Greed Sever again, and it's like, yeah, but you didn't like. Fuck. So now this is targeted. I guess I'm gonna do this. Yeah, but a move like Greed Sever is a good example where it's designed to like they design the or overheads in general. They design overheads so that you can that if you're like firing on all cylinders, the bishop would have been better. I don't want to let them castle though. Like I have the bishop here to prevent them from castling. So that's why I didn't move the bishop. Maybe you're right though, I don't know. I'm thinking of going here. That looks pretty good to me. I should be developing my other bishop and shit. Also, I should be trying to castle, actually. I'm not, like... This is not... I shouldn't even be playing right now. I'm just not able to focus at all. But yeah, like, overheads are designed so that when you're feeling like... Say that your opponent is tick throwing you a lot or doing a lot of run-up grab type stuff on you. You know, like they're... Tick throw, run up grab, throw mix up, whatever, cross up, they're crossing you up. And you're trying to watch for all of that stuff to happen. You're trying to figure out like, oh fuck, are they gonna cross me up? Are they gonna throw me? And then suddenly an overhead comes out. And those are designed, like the startup frames on overheads are longer, but they're still designed to be fast enough that like that you can react to it if you're like on top of things. Like if you're not too over, if you're kind of aware that it might happen, you should be able to react to it. But if you get too tunnel visioned on other stuff, the overhead can just catch you out. But then when the latency is high enough, it's like you have to be like 100% expecting the Greed Sever to come, and you have to immediately react. And if you're trying to do that, you're gonna get hit, you're gonna get thrown or whatever else that whatever their other mix up is, they're gonna get you with it. Yeah, like instant blocking, you can do it with lag, but like what's hard in bad latency is like doing something like an instant block, like a strategic instant block that you're going to use to create a gap and do something with. That's really hard to do with any kind of latency. And that's really what instant blocking is for. So I guess that's what you're talking about, probably. Okay, I want a castle. I think I'm just going to go here. Jesus Christ. I was like, I don't even know what's happening anymore. Yeah, okay. Cool. Guess I'll take it to my bishop. Two frame instant block. Whoa, they blundered that. Okay. That's why you don't resign. Castle is my next move. I'm not even that far ahead, honestly. Let's see. I should just castle. This is still going to be hard to win, honestly. Like, I want to... Oh, well, that was stupid of them, I think. I guess not. It's not bad. Let me go here. That looks good. I guess that wasn't good. Dude, I just need to stop playing. Like, yeah, I just went down material. Like, I was ahead 3 and now I'm down. Like, okay. Yeah, that was stupid. Oh, I can just win this now. What is Rev 0? Some patch of the... I wouldn't ever play something like that unless it became like... Yeah, FRC was the best Guilty Gear mechanic ever made. And for some reason, they refuse to keep it. I just don't get it. But yeah, I'm never going to play some mod. Like, it would have to be on the level of, like, that Smash Brothers shit where, like... Where, everyone plays it as the main game. Like they do with Smash Brothers. I think I'm going to go here, and that just locks their rook out. And then I just push my pawns on the other side. Oh, maybe not. Fuck. Fuck. Do I? I fucked this up, didn't I? God damn it. So if I go... I can't believe I just like zoned out and let that happen. How do I take the rook? Oh, like this? I was looking at that, but they can... I don't know. I think they just moved the king again. Oh? Checkmate? What? Okay. I didn't like force breaks. I never liked force break. I think why like, but yeah, I wouldn't want to play a mod because it's just like, how big is the scene really ever going to be? It would have to be like everyone stops playing the new Guilty Gear game and only plays the mod or whatever. Could have blocked the pawn. Yeah, I was thinking about what was I thinking of? Let me see. After I fucked that up was yeah, so I could have just like gone here. That wasn't even the spot, it was this. Okay. But yeah, like say I went here, they went here, I could have blocked it and just started pushing, and then if they ever move the rook, I just take it. Yeah, that would have worked. Yeah, I didn't like stride. I didn't like Sidewinder either. Does anybody know? Is there a way to actually just block Twitch ads at this, like, because they are so insane. Like I've basically stopped using Twitch because the ads have become so bad. Like, who the fuck wants to watch this shit? Like, oh my god. Two fucking like nerds eating McDonald's. Like, oh, I can't wait to go there. Every time I've tried to watch a stream, it's just been some dude in training mode. Every single time. No, they figured out some, like, if you have an ad blocker on, it like detects it, and then it's like, it just like, instead of showing you an ad, it shows you like a black screen. Which honestly, I'd prefer to look at a black screen. I have uBlock, yeah. I have uBlock, but then it shows me a black screen. It's like, please turn off your ad blocker. But it's just like, it just so frequently interrupts what I'm trying to watch that I just like, and then it's like a minute plus of ads in it. When I see that, I just close Twitch. I heard Faust is really bad. I heard like Elven Shadow was dropping him or something. I don't know. I'm always incredibly skeptical when somebody says a character is bad after like 2 days. Yeah, I tried Googling and I couldn't find it. There was like a lot of bullshit Reddit threads and I gave up trying to figure it out. Like I have an extra Chrome extension so that I can block the Twitch ads, but then it just gives me that black screen. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with Twitch. I don't even like watching Twitch on chess stuff because everyone just plays Blitz, and I just think that's really boring. I don't want to watch people play Blitz. This Faust looks pretty good, like the player. He seems like he knows what he's doing. I have no idea what this like samurai character does. It seems like Faust doesn't have as much range as he used to. Yeah, and they'll definitely have a balance. Like if any, there will be a balance patch, and everything will change anyway. Is Slayer in the game? I don't think he is he? Like his 5K just looks worse than it. Like he's like his knee is bent, so it doesn't go as far. And it just looks slower. Like everything just seems slower. That's a pretty cool combo though. Until that happened. The guy does have Slayer bite. That's interesting. Is that just a wake up super? Or is that, why does that hit every single time he does it? Was that just a wake up super? Yeah, the wall is really, really hard for me to get past. It's like, that's kind of why the stream title was kind of a little bit of a, it's like, okay, do I really want to buy a stick and get this game and try to learn it when it has the wall thing on it? It's like kind of like the wall plus no, you know, if it were one or the other, like if you don't get, because you don't ever really get good knockdowns anymore. It would be different if like the corner did give you a good knockdown, but no, instead you just get you do get better knockdowns in the corner, but God forbid you hit them too much in the corner and then you lose the corner. Yeah, I just like don't see anything here that I'm too like keen on. I do look forward to seeing like when Evo happens or whatever, trying to watch the game after people have had enough time and you know like a major, not even Evo, but just like any major tournament. I'm curious to watch and see like where we're at, or like some Japanese tournament or whatever. But because you know in that case like Street Fighter Five, I think it's a pretty boring game. But I do like watching like I think Bison is a really cool character in Street Fighter Five. The problem is that so many characters in that game are just not interesting at all. Um, and so if I can see like the high level play of this game and it really looks it doesn't look boring and it looks like it's worth putting some time into, I might consider picking it up. But I don't know, man. Like I'm kind of too exhausted to shuffle from fighting game to fighting game. I'd rather, that's like why I started playing chess, is I just want to pick a game and stick with it for the rest of my life. I don't want to, like, I would have been happy to just play, if Street Fighter 4 were the only fighting game ever, even though it's pretty flawed. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, in a pure game sense, why would you play this over Xrd or Plus R? You wouldn't. And this is what I don't like about fighting games now, is like, but the problem is no one's playing Plus R. So, hey, look, an ad. 5 ads. 5 fucking ads. Yeah, we're done with that. Yeah, so like, why would you play that? And you always have these new shitty games coming out, and they siphon away the people from the game that you actually like, which is why I just want to play chess. Like, there's not going to be a new chess coming out, right? Like, people are always going to play chess. Plus R has people, but it's like, so how many people are playing Plus R online at a given time? Like 50 at most? Like what is the, if you go on at a peak time, how many people are playing Plus R? You know, I don't know how many it is, but the point is, like, so say I'm like, okay, I'm going to play Plus R. I'm going to get really, really good at it. How many years do you think you have until there's no one to play with? Or there's only like 8 people left or whatever. Do you want to spend like 2 years getting good at it and then it's gone or whatever? Like that's just kind of my, or it's always just going to be declining. Like, do you think 20 years from now there's going to be a big Plus R scene? Like, well, dude, 20 years is a long time. 200 to 300, that's pretty good. Yeah. But still, I mean, it's just like, that's just the thing for, like, I'd rather just put the time into chess, which I know is always going to be there. That's kind of where I'm at. If you play a fighting game, you can get your fighting game skill really good, and then you're adaptable to any new fighting game, but you have to kind of resign yourself that you're always going to be jumping. Every few years you're going to have to jump into a new game, and you're going to be in a situation like this where you're like, this game looks kind of shitty, but I think I have to play it. And I just don't feel like being there, you know? Like, I don't have enough free time anymore that I want to play a game that I don't like because people are playing it. And yeah, that was the other thing that got on my nerves, is like there was a lot of flavor of the month type sentiment where it's like you finally are starting to enjoy a game, and then some new shitty game comes out and everyone is playing that instead, and you're just like, man, guys, why don't we play Xrd? And they're like, because the anime pedophile game that has like really bad animation is out and we're playing that, and you're just like, well come on man, like play X, like if we all play Xrd it will be more fun. And like, no dude, this game is awesome, and they'll act like it's so great, and then they won't be playing it, and like a month later they'll be playing some other shitty anime game instead, and you're just like, dude, if all of you guys would just play Xrd, we would have an Xrd scene, but you guys are ruining it, you know, like. And it just kind of yeah, I don't, melee isn't, melee is too different to me than a regular fighting game, unfortunately. I'm kind of holding out hope that like that Street Fighter 6 will be good somehow. I kind of doubt it, but like if my dream scenario for like a Street Fighter game would be like Street Fighter 6 comes out and it's like a 2D, it looks like a cartoon again instead of like a CGI game where every character is like fat, you know what I mean? And it's more like a cartoony game, and it's really fundamental focused or something like that. Yeah, I think Tekken looks legit good. I don't have it in me to learn 3D fighting games at this point in my life. Like, I just don't want to do it. But I do think it would be a really good option to play a oh, Street Fighter 5 has been getting better. Dude, I think the thing with Street Fighter is like, you don't have to make Street Fighter accessible. People are going to play Street Fighter. Like, that's the one fighting game where you can just do whatever the fuck you want and it's going to have people playing it. So just make it good. Make it so that the Japanese players are doing the insane cool shit and people get hyped up about it. Like just design it so that it's going to be really cool and people like it. And don't worry about it accessibility. Because like, I truly don't think a fighting game is ever accessible. Like like a fighting game is actually just never going to be accessible. So I don't know. I gotta go though. I'm too tired, man. Thank you guys for talking to me and helping me with the chess, although I'm just fucking hopeless at this point. Like I had some good games, I guess, but it was pretty rough.